The fucking mic is... Oh, the thing is... Every day I am yet more unprepared. It's also been a week as well, because I did a number on myself last week. Oh. There's another thing I didn't do. That's fine. Okay, right. Just turn my hair over a bit. It's kind of gross. Let me just fix the size of this ad. I mean, I have a big old list of ideas that I'm sat on right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I got like 16 and 17 ideas. Like, some of them are just like words. Like, oh, this is a cool word. Make this into a spell. Like gnosis and chicanery. Just fun, obscure words. Which I find a very good inspiration for making spells. If you find a word that has a cool meaning and isn't widely used in sort of general speech, then it's probably a cool spell just waiting to be made. Let's say on the subject of spells, I released a thing today. Hang on, what's my command for it? There it is. Sure is a lot of spells, wowee. And it is specifically a pretty high number of spells. Yeah, say it released like 2 hours ago, 2.5 hours ago or so. And the guild is being the guild, and thus it has not like appeared on the newest titles yet, and probably won't for several hours, and by which time it will be buried. Which is fun. But there is a bundle. You can get the original archive and the new one. I said the new one, the second one. That was one of the things I did on stream, was I updated the original archive a whole bunch. Well, I say a whole bunch, I just basically went through and made a bunch of changes to pretty much every spell in the book. Either sort of on the grounds of like wording, or it was just a whole bunch of changes, really. It was a lot. But yeah, these spells are the spells... Oh, shit. Thank you very much, Levy. Thank you very much. I was...
Minamari hype, Minamari hype, Minamari hype.
Yes. Yes. That's quite loud, but, alas, it was funny, so who cares? These are the spells that we've made on stream. A Chad? What do you mean? Oh, is it because you're... Oh, right. Yeah, I'll say. Everybody who subs gets to be a Chad. And, I think tier 2 is a Mega Chad, and tier 3... It's not Giga Chad. I don't think that meme was even around when I made this. I don't actually remember what they're called. I'm gonna go look, because I genuinely do not remember what they're called. I wanna go look. Affiliate. I don't give a shit. I'm not interested in looking at my revenue. A, I know it's very small, and B, I don't really care. Subscription names, here we go. Oh, it's Chad, Mega Chad, and Hyper Chad. Those are what they're called. And just, you know, you don't get any benefits for subbing at tier 2 or tier 3. I didn't put any emotes at that level because I hate it. I think it's stupid. So don't put any at that level. The only thing you get is you get to be called a Mega Chad or a Hyper Chad. And honestly, I probably should change it to Giga Chad. Yeah, basically. Like, you know, it's about status. You don't actually get anything out of it. You know, and then you're never going to get anything out of it either. I'm never putting anything at tier 2 or tier 3 because I think the notion of it is stupid. One chat to rule them all. I think for me at least basically for me a tier 2 or tier 3 sub is going and buying my stuff. I don't give a shit about what tier you sub on Twitch, or if at all. I couldn't give a rat's ass. I appreciate it, but for people who don't, I don't fucking care. If you're gonna give me money, the most ideal way to do so is to buy my stuff. You see? So whatever. I'm gonna stop prattling on now. And actually like make some bloody spells. What's the time? Yeah, I got about an hour and a half or so before I need to get going. So these are some of the spells we've made on stream. We've made Age. Oh, thank you very much. What a chat.
Poggy's my doggy.
I read that before the Australian lady did, and man, it's very cursed. Yeah, I'd say everyone's been a Chad for 7 to 8 months. Poggy's my doggy. Hell yeah. Absolute king shit. Yes, you can summon a bubble. You can cauterize wounds. You can clear audience.
Hype train.
Oh shit. I'm not even entirely certain. I mean, I know, because Ruben was the person who conducted the hype train last time, and the hype train still looks like a face. It really does. It still looks like... It doesn't look like a train unless you zoom in on it. It looks like a face. I honestly thought it was a stupid face for such a long time, but it's not. It is a train. I say thank you very much for the bits. I thought it looks like a face. The tiny little icon I can see on Ruben, it looks like a face. It's got the 2 eyes. Like the gap, I just thought that was a stylistic choice, and I can barely see the wheels at a distance. I have to, if I hover over the icon, I can see that it's a train, and if I look at it in my activity feed, I can see it's a train. But it looks like the angle that I'm looking at it in, it looks like a face. It really does. But nice. Oh shit! Thank you very much. What are these? Cut that GIF is very distressing. Wow. Yeah, there's Claire Audience, Conjure Dragon. You summon a dragon. You can create a cutting current. You can slash people up. Death throw lets you sort of wiggle around with corpses. Epiphone is a really loud noise. You go, ah! And everybody within 5 miles hears you go, ah. So, basically the Greybeards cast a very high level Epiphone. Yeah, basically you can just scream fuck real loud. Oh! You make that sound. You can if you cast a 9th level Epiphone, I want to say, hang on, let me, 5 times 2 to the 8. People within 1,200 miles can hear you shout fuck really loud if you cast Epiphone at 9th level. It's good stuff. So you just shout spaghetti. Just real loud. But either way. You got friction, non-friction. So you just, increase the friction in the area, or make it so there's no friction. Gamma burst is you send 2 beams in opposite directions, because that's what a gamma burst is. Or a gamma ray burst. Graviton magnet is you just zhoop somebody back to where they started. Intraceability is like super ultra mega invisibility, because they can't hear you or sense you, or smell you in any way short of true sight. Mass Revivify is exactly what it sounds like. You just point to a place and every dead dude that's been dead less than a minute is alive again. Necromantic Burst, you make corpses explode. Otaluke's Omega Sphere is... You make a big dome. A real big dome. Simple as, really. Plane Shape is the only spell on this that is in the Archive 2. It is in Archive 2, and it is... It is pretty... It's pretty spicy. You make a plane. It kind of says it on the tin. There's Ray of Force, which blasts people away from you. Ray of Oof, which is Ray of Babbling, is what it's called in my home game. But Ray of Oof is, they can't speak or communicate in any meaningful way. Really fucks over wizards. Ray of Stupidity, again, makes them a dum-dum. Spirit Expulsion. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, it's coming. Oh. Hey! Nice. Thank you very much, Louis. Most gamely of you. Hype. Hype. To get the lizard, the lizard pog. I do wish... Lizard pog is very boring. It doesn't capture what the pog at all. They gotta go with someone else, you know. Time Walk. All of the wizards in my West Marches game, including myself, have discovered Time Walk and found that it's really, really good. It's kind of amazing. It kind of just removes like setup turns from the equation. Obviously, Time Stop also does that, but Time Stop is much less consistent. Time Walk it says you get 2 actions, and for those of you that don't know, you can only cast there is a rule that if you cast a bonus action spell, any other spell you cast that turn, any spell you cast previously must have been a cantrip, or any spell you cast afterwards on that turn must also be a cantrip. This does not expend to action spells. So if you're a wizard, you can take a couple levels and fight it and pick up Action Surge to double fireball somebody, which is very good. And on top of that, or if you're a sorcerer, it's probably even better because you can Scorching Ray, Action Surge, Scorching Ray, Quicken Firebolt, which is, whew, that's a spicy meatball, as they say. It's kind of nuts. Twilight Gate. I think that was one of the more recent spells we made. Twilight Gate's good fun. You teleport somebody to a space near you, and if they fail a save. And then we reworked all of the smite spells and made them not the biggest pile of garbage on the planet. It was a good time. But now, I'm going to go through some of my other ideas. Do I have other ideas? That is the question. I know I do. I'll say there's ooh, here's one. Let me just double check and make sure I'm not about to just lie through my teeth. I'm pretty sure I'm correct when I say that bards only have 1 damaging cantrip. That may have changed over the years, but I'm fairly certain that's still true. Vicious Mockery. Oh, they have Thunderclap, which is bad. They have 2 damaging cantrips, one of which is very, very bad. Vicious Mockery isn't very good either, amusingly enough. It's largely just not good. So, I want to make a spell called Power Chord. Just because that sounds fun. It's an evocation cantrip. Range 90 feet. M a musical instrument. Make a ranged spell attack against. Takes 1d8 thunder damage. It needs to be. It doesn't need to have like a crazy secondary effect, but it needs to have some kind of like utility thing that it does, right? And you know, it's not just going to be a better firebolt, and I'm not going to be like, oh, it's a d10, but it does thunder damage. So like bards now have just the best cantrip in the game, because it's kind of boring. Power chord, you could. I'm thinking it pushes people, but that's just not really very interesting. Also, that's just kind of. I say. Thank you very much for the bits, my dudes. It was much appreciated. Wait, what? That counts as 2 subs? How the fuck does that? I don't even know. Ah, yes, dog. I shall continue with my take that dog bad. Oh, right. Okay, I was very confused. So it's thunder damage. Let me just go read Infestation. Okay. Let me go read Infestation, which I know is a shit cantrip. Like, it's just really bad. But I want to see what it does, so I'm not stepping on its toes. It is either pushed 5 feet away from you, or pulled 5 feet towards you. Your choice. So you just power chord. Ah, okay. Yeah, I imagine much bigger streamers will need a much bigger series of events. And I am anything but a big streamer. Yeah, that tea was subpar, but oh well. Where's the other cantrip I made? Is it age? It is, but... Speak for yourself, Miss Sponsored. Sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. It's in D8. Let's change that to D8s. Raid Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends. Damn. What's the company that even makes fucking Raid Shadow? I feel like I think they're like Swiss or maybe Swedish. I forget which. Raid Shadow Legends. Plarium. They are a. They're Israeli. Okay. I could have sworn they were like Swedish or Swiss. It was like one of the two, because you know it's very similar, like SW. But no, they are Israeli. I did not know that. Or I feel like I did. I feel like I've definitely looked that up before. Yeah, honestly, this is very simple, but it provides a little bit of extra damage that bards just kind of don't have. And bards always get like the bard's primary damage type is thunder and psychic, which are like the two best damage types, well, arguably the two best damage types in the game. You sort of get psychic and thunder, which are kind of together as like top tier. Then there's radiant, and then there's force. Which force is just kind of the best damage type in the game, unless your DM really likes Helmed Horrors, upon which radiant is. But why your DM would like Helmed Horrors, I don't know, because Helmed Horrors are just like probably the worst designed creature in the monster manual. Certainly the worst designed of all of the simple creatures anyway. Like, there's probably some jankster, really complicated nonsense creature that I've forgotten about, but of all of like the really simple creatures, the Helmed Horror is by far the most poorly executed of all of them. I don't even really know what it's meant to be. You'd think it's the natural next step of an animated armor, and it just kind of isn't. It's kind of like a step between an animated armor and a shield guardian, but it doesn't have any of the interesting things of a shield guardian. It just has a bunch of abilities that just say, yeah, your character's abilities don't work. They're immune to 3 specific spells of your choosing, and it's like, that's either going to be, the DM is going to choose the 3 spells that the characters rely on most for damage, or they're just never going to come up because you're going to use the ones in base, and it's like Scorching Ray, which, it's a good spell, but it's not that good. Lightning Bolt, which nobody takes because why would they? You just take Fireball instead, because it's Lightning Bolt, except in a bigger area. So, that's the classic problem of 3rd and 4th level spells of, if you can just take Fireball instead, why would I take this? So, it's certainly an AoE spell of any kind. It's like, why would I take this instead of Fireball? Regardless, we have made Power Chord, which is unsurprising because it's literally just a damage cantrip that fills a niche that the game otherwise has. Now here's a kind of novel idea, very niche in concept, but potentially interesting. Display memory. I'm thinking a 1st level divination spell. I feel like Artificer, Cleric, and Wizard feels like, because it's kind of like the Dumbledore pulling the memories out of his head kind of thing, and then there's also like the Cleric of I will share my vision with you. So I guess by that logic, druids can probably get it too. And then artificers are like, yeah, here's my brain TV-inator, and they just put a big box on their head, and it just they put a big TV on their head, and it shows you their memories or whatever. Range self. Choose one memory you have. Nope. There's a fly buzzing about. I don't know where it's gone. Whatever. But this is or displayed visually in a 5-foot cube that appears within range. It plays in real time. Exactly as as you experienced it. The memory may include audio, visual, and sensory. Audio, visual, and sensory, and may include if you chose to display the memory in a 5-foot cube, the memory displays only really depends. I spend the vast majority of my time as a GM, so and I like it, but I would like to play more, but I don't think I have a personal preference as to which one I like more. God, that tea tastes like shit. I'm not sure in what way I fucked it up, but it really does not taste very good. I feel like this smells kind of interesting. I think it's incredibly niche, but in the right kind of campaign, in a campaign that isn't super combat focused, it's more sort of like a mystery campaign, for instance. You know, when you have to go into like court proceedings and things like that. It's another one of those spells that DMs can use a lot. Like their wizard, their NPC wizard knows this spell and shows the players something that they've seen. Don't know. I'll say. I mean, it would. I say I don't have a particular preference to one or the other. I'd like to play more, and I don't have time to DM any more games. So realistically, if I had to pick as of right now for like something, I would be a player in something. But yeah, I say I don't know otherwise. Spell slot of 2nd level or higher. Sure. Uh, 90 and as a D4. 90 and 3. I'm not sure. The spell's duration increases by second to third, or increases to fucking neck. So duration increases to 30 minutes. Let me go read like Gios or something, which has Christ.
Enjoy.
Alright, mate. Christ, mate. Yeah. I'll say, that's, much appreciated, mate. That's greatly appreciated. I think I just got a PayPal notification. I think I did. I'll go, let me just go check and make sure that's come through properly, because that is a lot. Yeah, I'll say that's thank you very much. That is a lot more than one person should reasonably be expected. I mean, I can, like, I saw it with my eyes. Like, I'm not in disbelief. I'm just making sure it's come through properly. But yeah, no, I just check my emails. It's, because so that's yeah, that's much appreciated. Right, where is Gias? There it is. Oh, it's second or third level. Oh shit! My yeah, say it's I have like a game that I play in on a Monday, which I will be going to after this in about an hour. Which is the game is alright. It's very slow, but there are very, very strong bits in it, so it it kind of makes up for being very slow. And I have like a character in a West Marches game, but I'm like the only DM in the West Marches game, or the only oh, there's a fly. I say a decent number of my friends can DM, they just don't have the time to. That's or DMing other games that don't have time to DM more of them, which is the position I'm in. I'm not quite a forever DM, but I certainly was for a very long time, and I now have like a little bit on a Monday. It's not with my usual group of friends. It was a group I joined at my LGS. That's they're a pretty good group, but when you cast this spell using a spell slot of 4th or 5th level, the spell's duration increases to 4 hours. Which I feel like it should be 3rd or 4th level here. I feel like it shouldn't really scale any higher than that. It just seems kind of redundant. But yeah, I think, transmitting your 4-hour memory of an event for like a 5th level spell slot seems pretty reasonable. It's very niche in its use, but if you're a wizard of some kind and you're in like court proceedings in a high magic setting where people understand, how magic works, and there's probably at least one other wizard who can say, yeah, I recognize that spell, that's transmit memory, or display memory even. And can affirm that what you're doing is not, casting major image or something. Yeah, I like that. I think that's kind of neat. It's very niche, but I think it's interesting. I'm just looking through my list of ideas and seeing which one I want to do next. I have in my notes written specifically spinny ice disc transmutation it's a cantrip. No, there's way too many ice cantrips. It should be like a leveled spell. And the note on mechanics is ice frisbee. I'm pretty sure I was watching Castlevania when I wrote this down and was too busy watching Castlevania to actually put any useful notes in. But yeah, that's What else is on my list? Oh, I have in all caps any good ranger spell, which is just a little depressing more than anything else, because man, ranger spells are bad. So bad. That is something I want to do on stream at one point. Like, I've done like bigger homebrew series of stuff, like doing classes and big spell revamps of usually my stuff, but I want to go through the ranger spell list and make those spells good, because man, are they bad. There are some good ones. Like, don't get me wrong, there are some that aren't shit, but most of them are shit. Most of them are absolute wank. That is something to look into actually, real quick. Whilst I'm is go through ranger spells and just see how many of them are terrible, or if there are any like missing things. Yeah, there were also a lot of Tasha's spells. Tasha's added a lot of like good spells to the ranger list that weren't there previously. Stuff like Searing Smite, which isn't a particularly good spell, but it's, another damaging spell for them. It gave them Entangle as well, which is, pretty good. They get Absorb Elements, which is a good spell. Alarm, which is alright. Animal Friendship, which is whatever. Beast Bond, whatever. Cure Wounds, whatever. I mean, Cure Wounds is Cure Wounds. Like, you take it if you can get it, but it's not Healing Word, so, it's not that good. Detect Magic, Detect Poison and Disease. I mean, Detect Poison and Disease is a very specific type of campaign. Is that spell good? And in all other forms, it is trash. But Detect Magic is it's Detect Magic. Basically, all the classes have it. Ensnaring Strike is whatever. It's not good. It's not bad though. It's not terrible. Entangle was added with Tasha's and is good. It's just a good spell. Fog Cloud is pretty mediocre. Goodberry is the only time Goodberry is good is when it's destroying your DM's desire for survival in their game, and thereby I dislike Goodberry intrinsically. At all other points, Goodberry is largely very bad. At super low levels, it's pretty good for bringing people up from consciousness. That's a point, actually. It is quite good for that. Otherwise, it's pretty shit. Hail of Thorns is quite bad. Hunter's Mark is Hunter's Mark, and it's so good that why would a ranger ever cast any of the other smite spells that they have, like Hail of Thorns, Ensnaring Strike, Zephyr Strike, Searing Smite? Why would they ever cast them when they can just cast Hunter's Mark? Because Hunter's Mark is concentration. Why would you drop concentration on the one good spell rangers have? Why would you do that? What's the reason for doing that? The answer is you don't do it, because it's bad. It's a bad idea. Jump is a meme. Longstrider is actually quite good. Searing Smite, whatever. Snare, yeah, it's fine. Speak with Animals has its uses. Zephyr Strike, if you're a melee ranger, it's actually quite good. Second level, Tasha's gave them Aid, which is really good. Animal Messenger is pretty terrible. It doesn't last nearly long enough for you to actually be able to get any use out of it. Barkskin, it's kind of shit. Like, even on a druid, it's not very good, but on a ranger, it's especially bad, because you don't even have any animals with bad AC to turn into. You probably already have 16 AC from level 1, if you're like an elf and you rolled like an 18 on your stats, which is not unlikely by all things considered. It's not unreasonable to have 16 AC from level 1, and by level 5, you probably do have 16 AC at least. Whether you've upgraded to studded leather or you have 20 AC, or not 20 dex even, your Barkskin is good on a druid and is otherwise, or specifically on a moon druid, and is largely bad everywhere else. Beast Sense, whatever. Cordon of Arrows, I've never seen it cast. I don't think it's good, but I don't think it's terrible. If you have the time to set it up... Actually, hang on. I mean, no, actually, Cordon of Arrows is quite good. The range on it is pretty abysmal, but it's actually pretty okay. Oh, it's other than you. Okay, never mind. Cordon of Arrows is terrible because it hits all your friends. It hits all of your friends, and then the spell ends. Okay, so yeah, never mind. Cordon of Arrows is almost good. If it let you choose whether to do the thing or to designate... Wait, no, never mind. You can designate any creature you choose and the spell ignores them. This spell's actually quite good. I'm not sure why people don't take it. It's actually pretty alright. The damage isn't amazing, but it's neat, you know? The damage is free. I think is the main thing. It is free. Ostensibly. It's a second level spell and costs you 4 pieces of ammunition. It ostensibly, and it is not concentration, it is free damage. Dark vision, if you're a human or any other non-dark vision race, then having dark vision is quite good. Enhanced ability it's pretty alright. Find traps is kind of a meme. Gust of wind, whatever. Healing spirit is a reasonable spell now. It is bonus action healing on a halfcaster actually, so healing spirit is actually really good on a ranger. Because bonus action healing on a class that can spend its action to stab you in the throat is stab you in the throat twice by this level is very, very good. Lesser restoration, it's alright spell. Locate animals or plants is really strong in the places it's good. Locate object, it's fine. Magic weapon, if you don't have a magical weapon's quite good. Pass without trace is very good. Protection from poison is also very good. Silence is... Wait, no, protection from poison, I just skimmed over it. It's... Do they gain resistance to... They do, okay. So it's situationally okay. Silence is... Silence. It's niche, but good. Spike growth is, again, niche, but kind of good. And summon beast is okay. So third level, you get Conjure Animals, which is quite bad. Conjure Barrage, which is unbelievably awful. Like, it is a third level version of Burning Hands that also costs you a piece of ammunition and does slightly more damage. It's very, very bad. Like, painfully so. Daylight, sure, whatever. It's daylight. Elemental Weapon is quite good. Yeah, Ranger got access to it as of Tasha's. Flame Arrows is... Oh, it's concentration, yeah, it's actually pretty terrible. I thought it wasn't concentration, but it is, and thereby, it fucking sucks. Lightning Arrow is just kind of a slightly better Hail of Thorns, which means it's not that good. Meld into stone, if there is stone around, it's very good. If there is not stone around, it doesn't do anything. Non-detection, in the situations when non-detection is useful, it's good. Plant growth is not fun, but it's good. Protection from energy is pretty alright. Revivify is one of the spells I got in Tasha's, is Revivify, so of course it's good. Speak with plants is alright. Summon Fae is pretty good. Water breathing and water walk, whatever. Wind wall, it's okay. Doesn't really do any damage, or any relevant damage, but it's okay. Fourth levels, you've got Conjure Woodland Beings, which is quite bad. Dominate Beast, which is also quite bad. Freedom of Movement, which is... It's actually quite good. Grasping Vine is a meme. Guardian of Nature is actually very good. Locate Creature is... It's pretty alright. Stone Skin is bad. Summon Elemental is quite good, to my knowledge. I think the Elemental Spirit has magic weapons. It doesn't, amusingly enough. So that's just kind of unhelpful. And then what are the 5th level spells they get? Commune with Nature, which is fine. Conjure Volley. Each creature in a 30-foot radius, 20-foot high cylinder, 8d8 damage. That's okay. It's not good, by any means at all. That's okay. As a 5th level spell, when compared to Destructive Wave, it's not great. But it's not terrible. Greater Restoration's Greater Restoration. Steel Wind Strike, actually a fucking amazing spell. Swift Quiver. The fuck does Swift Quiver do? Wow. Okay. It is concentration, so you can't use it with Hunter's Mark, but it gives you 2 free attacks as a bonus action. That's... wow. Okay. Yeah, that spell's really good. Tree Stride is kind of shit, and Wrath of Nature, to my understanding, is okay. It's whatever. But yeah, looking at the ranger spell list, I think that I'm on a side note, I'm going to take a break here because I need to go eat. I'm very hungry. I think when I get back, I kind of want to make some like damaging ranger spells. That's kind of what I want to do. I want to make like some like 3rd and 4th, specifically 4th and 5th level damaging ranger spells, because there just kind of aren't any. Spells that make it kind of worth not casting Hunter's Mark, right? That's like the idea, at least. Which is going to be difficult to do. I understand, but it's kind of the aim of making a spell that you might actually consider casting over Hunter's Mark. Thank you very much, Joe Cartoon, for the donation. That was very generous, very chaotic of having me literally roll the quantity. It's a D100 times 1D. That's insane. That's the most baffling part of that, I think, more than anything else. Was I could have just like rolled 400, which is kind of nuts. I say I suppose I am. Yeah, I mean, there's probably a number of things I can do. I'm not entirely certain. I'll probably use it for the stream and for like various bits. You know, I might also buy some set boosters for Strixhaven, because I was probably going to do that anyway, but now I have an additional incentive to do so. So support your local LGS and all that. And also I want some Strixhaven set boosters, so I'll probably go do that. But regardless, thank you very much for those of you who are still. I will be back. I'm just going to be like 15 minutes because I'm going to go eat food. When I come back, I'm going to make some spells. I'm going to make some ranger spells, because ranger spells. Let's make some good ones, right? Let's make good ranger spells. Like, imagine making good ranger spells. Just imagine it. Because we're going to be doing it. Regardless, I shall be back shortly. See ya. Evening gamers, it's me. I return. Oh. Should have made more tea. Oh, there's still some tea here, but it's cold. It's cold and shit. So, it was a very interesting first half of the stream there. But yeah, in the latter half, I'm going to make some ranger spells. I'm going to try to anyway. So we need a 4th level ranger spell and a 5th level ranger spell. I'm thinking maybe no. Oh, my back. I'm thinking some kind of like I want sort of a smite-esque spell. Not sure specifically what I want her to do though. One thing we definitely can do is give them Misty Smite. That's potentially something we can do. It's also the idea of a 4th level ranger spell that's just kind of, you know... It's just kind of okay. Like a utility ranger spell as well, that could be good fun. So I'm thinking, like... Oh, I need to clear my throat again, fuck. Oh, Christ. Right. Ooh, I have an idea. A shadowy strike. That's a 4th level. I'm not sure yet. 1 bonus action, range, self. For rangers. A swath of shadows. No, and a swath of you bathe yourself in a swath of murky shadows. The damage isn't final at the moment. Needs to do something interesting outside of just flat damage. me go read Zephyr Strike, because it has a similar wording to what I'm trying to get across here. Whether you hit or miss. Trying to think of like a secondary mechanic that this can have that isn't just that isn't just Misty Smite or Zephyr Strike. Oh. Scratching my knee. This is teleportation, which is boring. Ooh. I know. Once on your turn before the spell ends. First weapon attack you make has advantage and deals. Okay, yeah, I think that's really interesting. 48 might be a lot. I'm not really sure. Let me look at like Staggering Smite. Does 46 and has a debuff of relative strength. Staggering Smite isn't amazing, but it's not a bad spell. Oh, need to clear my throat. Okay, yeah, just double checking. I think 48 is okay. Makes it very good, but that's kind of the point. This is also a spell for the you know, this is a spell to cast instead of Hunter's Mark, right? I think the main thing is when I transfer this, you know, when I include the smite tag, this won't be concentration and will thus be like just a thing that you can do over the course of the next minute. Like you can do it at any. So this is a spell that has inexplicably been designed to be particularly amazing with a very specific ranger that's in one of my games. It's probably Conjuration. I'll probably take the smite tag off it for now. Does it need to scale? Not really. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Why not? Yeah, honestly, 5th level, just to like turn a melee ranger into hey look, I have, you know, you're 120 feet away from me, I'm still stabbing you in the throat with my spear. Honestly makes it kind of worth. Oh, I need to clear my throat. Oh, okay. Right. Shadowy Strike. Yeah, honestly, that's pretty cool. I think this spell... Basically, I think Joe's going to see this spell and he's going to like it. I think he's going to like the look of it. Yeah, I think this is cool. I think this is cool. Now, I kind of want some more of these. That's kind of sort of the idea. I'll probably have to go quite soon. I'll probably like start work on like one more spell and finish that and then get going. But say the That's a good point, actually. I didn't even think about that. That's really funny. Yeah, we're in this dark cave and this thing is flying 20 feet above me. Oh, I reach out of the ceiling and stab it anyway. For ranged rangers, for rangers instead of strangers or melangers. Melangers, sure, whatever. This spell is at least, yeah. Like if you've got like a bright night sky with like stars and big bright stars, that's probably dim light. But generally speaking, your average nighttime, pitch it would be pitch black, just sheer darkness. I say, welcome in. I think things have been going pretty good. So somebody came in and donated an obscene amount of money. Mostly just for a meme, really, which is honestly, I can respect that. Regardless, and I'm not just saying that because I was the one that got it. I'm saying that's just fucking sick. For anyone who gets that, that's pretty cool. So we made some spells. Made Shadowy Strike. What else did we make? Power Chord. And I'm very concerned that was... Oh, we also made Display Memory as well. Oh yeah, no, it was pretty cool. Yeah, Power Chord. It's a damaging cantrip for bards that isn't Vicious Mockery or Thunderclap. So isn't Vicious Mockery and nothing else, because why the fuck would you ever take Thunderclap? It's fucking terrible. Terrible spell. Right, where is... So yeah, we made Shadowy Strike. I kind of want some more like ranger spells, like just more good ranger spells, because there just kind of aren't any. That's pretty good. I may consider. I may put that on my list. There, I put it on my list. Just as a name for a spell more than anything else. Maybe like pay the tax. Speaking of taxes, I keep fucking forgetting to do it. I know I've got like a year to do it. I got my fucking tax returns. See, I got a fucking letter from the government to do my fucking taxes. I've never done it before. I've never had a reason to. I actually have to fucking do it this year. I made my, I'm a sole trader. I had to do it for Twitch, and realistically, I should have done it beforehand for the stuff I was doing for the guild. I didn't necessarily need to, because I wasn't, making any, I knew for a fact I wasn't making any income that would be taxable, so it didn't really matter either way. If you, whatever, like. But I do need to do say the donations count as gifts and are thereby not taxed. No, they're definitely taxable. Okay. I'll say I've got 10 minutes left, and there's no ideas that are hitting me. So what are you sitting on at the moment? Any classes or races you very specifically want to play, or don't want to play, by that metric? Oh. just came up with an interesting idea. Do you have much Ravnica experience? And also, what do you mean by Tasha's rules? Are goblins changed in Tasha's? I know kobolds and orcs are, but I didn't. So yeah, mainly, do you have any experience with Ravnica? Because if not, then I would recommend reading up on all the guilds, because like going through and being like, oh, I like this one. That's like the theme of Ravnica, right? Ravnica is all about the guilds, and occasionally the relationship between the guilds and the guildless. Occasionally, but they tend not to really touch on that at all. Let me go grab races. There. Oath of the Ancients, Goblin. Same. I think Oath of the Ancients very much screams Selesnya Conclave to me. Which you can also pick that as a background to get access to a few more spells, which I would recommend doing. I don't know what the background is called. I'll go take a look. Selesnya Initiate, there we go. What'd you get? You get Aid, though I think Pallies get that anyway. Yeah, Selesnya doesn't give you that much, to be fair, but it's cool. Oath of the Ancients could maybe also, like, if you want to go there, like, I'd say Oath of the Ancients could certainly also, with some flavouring, could be Gruul as well, which is also more traditionally Goblin as well. Though the, if you're going for a traditional Paladin, big plate armour, that's very un-Gruul, because the Gruul are, like, rah rah, time for the smash smash song. Oh, right. That's some violent tonal whiplash there. Say that's interesting, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I guess the main thing would to be a Selesnya goblin, because like magic sort of has very like fairly rigid, like, goblins are red aligned and thereby the goblins cannot be in Selesnya because that's just the mechanics of the game. But there's nothing stopping you, for instance, of going, well, my goblin is Selesnya, fuck the color system. I think I had a Dimir agent in the Azorius, like spying in the Azorius when I ran Ravnica, because like I ran Ravnica once. There was a goblin who was a Dimir agent, which is also very un-goblin-y, like goblins in blue, not really, who was secretly a member of, who was spying as a part of the Azorius Senate, and goblins in blue and white. Those are the two least goblin-y colors. They are specifically, blue and blue and white are specifically enemy colors of red. Yeah, so you can, I suppose you can kind of throw the magic sort of color basis for all the races out of the window. I find is like there's yeah, I assumed as much, but Yeah, I think ultimately going for like some kind of, you know, some kind of goblin, either from, you know, from wherever, have joined up with the Selesnya for whatever reason. I think it's a cool character concept. And also just goblin in heavy plate sounds really funny. So that sounds like quite good fun. Or you go Dex Pally, which I've personally never actually seen anybody do, but I know it's probably objectively better than regular Pally because Dex is just better. So as long as you roll good stats, Dex is just kind of better. But you turn the natural force around you into a shield. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, yeah, that's cool. See, I don't think this spell is particularly interesting, but it is cool. I'm not really sure how to feel about it. A warlock vampire, a bard and a rogue, all in Dimir. Yeah, that's the epitome of Ravnica is, wait, we're all Dimir agents? You know, and there's the Spider-Man pointing at each other because, like, every single, like, yeah, that's insane. Like, it's a given that if you introduce Ravnica to a bunch of like Ravnica noobs, there is going to be at least one person who picks Dimir every single time, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that when you get like a whole bunch of Dimir agents, or even just a whole bunch of people of the same guild, it just sort of, it gets weird very quickly. I find that Ravnica works best when everyone is in the same guild, and even then it kind of takes some of the magic away when they are, but it still works. Or when everyone is a different guild, so there's no people teaming up against each other. You know, like if you had a like a campaign where there's like 2 Rakdos dudes and 2 Azorius dudes, why would the Azorius dudes not just break off together and the Rakdos dudes just break off together? But when there's an Azorius dude, a Rakdos dude, a Selesnya dude, and an Orsov dude, they all have sort of varying sort of inter-character reasons, and they can kind of put aside their factional differences and stay together. I don't know, kind of hurts my immersion a little bit with stuff like that, but that's just a me thing probably. This spell is very boring. I want to change it. I think it's, whatever Mask of Nature is, I think it's cool. But I don't know what it is yet, so and the version I just came up with was dumb. So we're gonna, regardless, it is gone 7 o'clock, and I have a game I need to go to, so I should probably get going here. Okay. I'll say thank you very much for those of you who've stuck around. There's not really anybody to raid, so I'm not going to do that today. Yeah, I am actually, because I said I was going to do it last week, and then I bloody didn't, because I was tired. I will be back on Friday. Stream Chrono Trigger. I'm going to do it. Like, last week I had a very good excuse. I pulled an all-nighter the night before to watch the Critical Role finale, and it was worth it. But I couldn't play Chrono Trigger that night. I was way too fucking tired for that. But I am playing it this Friday. Somebody has permission to come and execute me extrajudicially for not playing it if I don't. Same goes for Sunday. I will be playing some Heart Gold. I'm going to make sure that I fucking do this week. Regardless, thank you very much for sticking around, folks. I will see you later on in the week, hopefully. See ya.